Canada's for-hire trucking industry has more than 10,000 carriers competing in a market so cutthroat that even during the best of times, the average operating ratio reflects making just 6 cents on the dollar. Many transportation analysts looking at the competition and current market conditions predict a significant increase in mergers and acquisitions. Which market indicators are leading them to believe trucking is about to go into a consolidation phase? Transportation Media Editorial Director Lou Smirlis posed that question to two well-known experts on mergers and acquisitions at the recent Driving for Profit seminar. What Doug Nix from Corporate Finance Associates and Doug Davis from ProTrans Ventures had to say should interest any carrier looking to be either a buyer or a seller in the near future.
On a 3-year hiatus from M&A, but as we all know, time moves on, and if a guy was 52 3 years ago, then you can do the math, he's 55 now, and he still has the same objectives to try and get to where he's trying to get to with his business. It's just that now the time frames have been compressed. So number one, I think there's a pent-up demand that people have been on hold for 3 years, putting their plans on hold. Number two, there is a ton of cash in the market today. You just look at private equity groups, they're sitting on something like $500 billion of available cash that they need to invest. Across a broad sector of industries, if I was looking at financial statements only and not reading the press, I wouldn't know that there's a downturn in the economy because I've seen so many healthy balance sheets. So I see all those things kind of falling into line. There's the uncertainty starting to go away, and there's whatever today's business conditions are, I think people are getting to the point where they're saying this is the new norm and this is something that we can move forward on.
So give me a sense of how much of an increase you expect. If we were to compare it to past buying sprees, well, how would it compare?
Yeah, I don't think it'll be a 2006, 2007 feeding frenzy. I think it'll be off of that. But you know, anywhere if you compare the last 3 years, it's going to be astronomical. I just know that even in our business, I'm seeing in the last 6 months, the number of inquiries we're getting on people who are looking to hire us to do proactive acquisition work is phenomenal.
Doug Davis from ProTrans Ventures agreed with the notion of pent-up demand and stressed that demographics will play a key role.
I think the whole trucking industry got into business in the same year, you know, the same high school class. And,
right.
and so what ends up happening is you've got a lot of folks that are in this demographic range that they've got an exit timetable.
In most cases, such mergers and acquisitions will require third-party financing. Is the financial sector more willing to fund such activity now than a few years ago?
I just think stability. The moving parts, I think, are starting to fall into place. So, for example, I can't tell you how many discussions we had on what happens if Greece falls, you know, and then how does that flip through what's happening in the North American economy. And so once those things start to fall into place and people see, yeah, it's not going to be quite as calamitous as what the press would lead you to believe, then the lenders start thinking, yeah, we can back some of these industries.
If Doug Davis and Doug Nix are correct, consolidation will soon play a critical role in shaping Canada's trucking industry. The Driving for Profit seminar is organized by NAL Insurance and sponsored by Daimler Truck Financial, Dalton Timmins Insurance, and Truck News. Tune in to future episodes of this show for more seminar coverage.